Hello and welcome to Thirst Food Fast Day, where today I have the addition of I'm gay and my dick is small. The time has come for today to be happening. This is the truth. How you doing, folks? How you fucking doing? There's no one else here. Yes, well, it's too late now for me to be quiet the entire Fast for Thursday. No one's shown up, and they still pay for it, so I guess. That would have been very funny. I'm just playing around with Stable Diffusion now. So there's a thing that you can do to run Stable Diffusion on my computer. However, it is always 20 megabytes short of GPU space when I try to run the new edition of it. And this frustrates me. So I'm just fucking around. You understand what I'm saying? We're just fucking about. I'm just fucking doing the fucking shit. I'm fucking doing Stable Diffusion and not even really posting any of the shit that I should probably post this. I've just been doing Walter White in all fairness. I just been posting like Walter White as a guy in various mediums and scenarios. I'm gonna open my folder that I keep many thousands of these images in. Are you sorted by? Well, you can sort this by, yeah. Okay, so I've been doing Walter White. Hello, Alex, and hello, my
Hello?
man, Mister Gay Homo Rero
Can't say it.
Ambulante.
Guerreiro ambulante.
Yeah, gay Homo.
Guerreiro.
This is Walter White in the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and this
You
is
talking by yourself?
no, maybe.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the audience of the live stream that you are on with me right now.
Oh wait, we're live.
Yes, we are indeed live.
I thought
You
there
are
was.
live.
Hmm,
You
I
are
didn't know.
live right now, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Are you
How
serious?
does that make you feel?
Wait, I'm not live. Fuck you.
Okay, then, please do reveal
I
to
would
me
say.
your credit card information, given that you are not live. And I already know your credit card information, so given that you
You
are
are live. Oh my
so
days.
very confident that I'm not live.
Yeah, I can hear myself. Oh,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
fun. Wait, am I not supposed to be here, or is everyone late?
No, they didn't show up. It happens sometimes, you know. I mean, it happens
Oh
once or
wow.
twice. I pinged pretty late today, and I think I was gonna say the weather's out is nice out, which is
Here it's
not
raining heavily.
it's not wrong, but it's you know.
Not right either.
What kind of like show or video game should I put Walter White in? I don't know, Mass Effect. Walter White
Massive.
in Mass Effect.
Wait, hold on. Voice. Right. Where's the fucking room for the thing?
In
Wait, can I not swear?
the studio chat.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Woo! Yeah, I was a
I am
fucking.
live,
I can,
Mr. Alex Vogel.
yeah,
If
that's
there's a
the
holiday.
he's there. That
Yeah, it's a holiday. It's some religious holiday today. I don't know which.
is it a religious holiday today?
Here in Portugal, it is. I don't know about the rest of the world.
I, is it the day that you
It's Body of Christ. I don't know what
is it
it's.
the day that the Brazilians first discovered Portugal when they sailed
No,
across the Atlantic?
it's not
And
how
I'm
it
like,
happened.
ai, porra!
Porra, sério? Seriously?
Ai, caramba!
We do not say ai
We have
caramba.
to, temos que
Nós dizemos assim algo tipo, foda-se.
colonizar
Oi,
these
oi, lá, ó,
white
Barga, está
people.
lá calado, caralho. Está lá calado, vai catar batata.
Ai, caramba.
You don't know what I'm saying. You have no idea.
Maybe I do though, and I'm just pretending not to be able to speak the Portugal.
Tu és um peido.
Yeah, nobody pays them, dude.
No, that's not what I said.
Yes, you did say that, and you're just pretending that you didn't
I
say.
called you a fart. I called you a fart.
Damn, dude, that is true though. I literally am a fart. How did you know that? How? When did you come
I can
into
see
possession of this information? That's
yesterday
fucking.
morning.
This doesn't really look like Mass Effect. It looks more like Halo almost. Hang on, let me. Can I? Let's. Given that
Can't see them.
Walter White in Bionicle.
Oh no.
Fucking go. This
Are
is
you
how it
getting like
gets
an AI to generate this?
Yes. Yeah, I had some. Yeah, there was this. Hang on, this. I need to rename this one.
The mask of chemical
Walter
reactions, is that
White
it?
in
Does
Skyrim.
he wear the mask of chemical reactions?
Oh, look, it's
Hi.
the Asian.
Hey, we're
This
talking
is.
about Bionicle.
I have a few. I have a few of Walter White being in Skyrim, and this actually looks. I mean, it looks very Skyrim. I like that he has like a soul gem in this one, but also
Yeah.
that it kind of looks like he's wearing like GTA clothes. This
The
one I
the
like.
big
This
one, the big
looks.
one looks like when
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like at the end of the series and he's regrown his hair.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh god,
yeah.
are we talking Bionicles? What did I miss?
I'm talking about
Okay,
that
we
doesn't
ha-
have a plural. It's just Bionicle.
It's Bionicles in my heart, motherfucker.
well, then
You're a moron.
then the plural is bionic.
Fuck you, Sandro.
But the plural is Bionicle. Yes.
Okay, we have a.
All right, do
This
I
is-
have a few stories for you guys?
Are they interesting?
One is going to be a bit not safe for work. No details, but just like
As
kind of nothing gory, just sex related.
Yes. Why
No,
did you?
I
I'm
did not
sorry.
lose.
Why
No,
did you
no.
feel the need to say nothing gore, just sex related?
Because when you
What
put
do
not
you?
safe for work,
What the fuck?
bro, because when
Oh,
you say when
kill
I say
yourself.
not safe for work, or when I hear other people say not safe for work, it can be two things: gore or porn.
This is
Or-
Walter White in Bionicle. I just
Babe.
I put in the oven Walter White as a Bionicle.
This looks
Please.
nothing like
But
Bionicle,
no,
unfortunately.
I've got some good news actually. Good news,
is it-
everyone.
Is
Yeah.
it about Walter White or Bionicle?
Yes, I
Oh.
have cancer, guys. I've
Damn.
become
You have
Walter
cancer?
White. I'm about to become.
How
the-
is this
the
sex
British.
related?
No, the good news revolves around me medically. I've been talking about me having like a few physical as well as the big mental problem.
Yeah,
Mental problem. I've had my first therapy call, and they're saying like, "Hey, yeah, it definitely looks like you need therapy. We're gonna sort that out for you."
That's nice.
And they said, okay, this could be taken two ways, but so when they said, it's like, yeah, you definitely look like you need CBT.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Do these look more like Bionicles, Sandra?
Yes.
Which ones?
The ones I just posted.
Oh no.
This is Walter White as a Bionicle. I feel like they do look more like Bionicles.
The first one maybe, and the third one maybe.
What are you,
a little
some
bit.
kind of Bionicle expert or something?
I am.
What are you,
Actually, the second one, actually, the legs kind of remind me of the
what are you
Gen.
fucking... What should we...
So-
Yeah, what should we put in Walter White next?
Hear me out though.
Walter White in Dota 2. In Dota 2.
Okay. I fucking hate
SFM.
that you said this, but you know.
So
Yes, Chris, what are you trying to say?
Bionicles is technically a valid plural.
It's not. It's
It
the name of the
is.
story. The name of
No,
the
no,
story
no,
have a
no,
plural.
but you just are bad at English. So, fish. The plural of fish is fish.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about different kinds of fish,
Yeah, you can
it's
say
fishes.
Yeah, I agree.
My point.
Damn.
If you're talking about different kinds,
You're gonna
What's
sleep.
different
You're
kinds of
gonna
what?
sleep with the
What's
Bionicles.
the- there's not a
dude.
different kind of Bionicle.
sure, the Matoran and the Toa are different kinds of Bionicle.
No, they're different kinds of species.
As are
Of
different kinds of
biomechanical
fish.
beings, yes, of biomechanical beings.
As you would say, fishes.
Yeah, but not Bionicle. Because Bionicle is the name of the fucking story. It's not the name of their whole race of conjoined species.
Wait,
So
you mean to tell me Bionicle is just an amalgamation of
The world of Bionicle has several different species, none of which is a Bionicle, or none of which grouping is a
That's not what I'm
Bionicle.
fucking asking.
Yeah, I know. I'm just clarifying.
No, but you mean to tell me the name Bionicle is just a fusion of the two words bio and mechanical?
No, it's Biological Chronicle, you dumbass.
Well, now I'm even more surprised.
Okay. Here's the thing, though.
It's
If
Bionicle, Biological
If the
Chronicle.
movies are not canon, right?
The movies are not canon.
Okay,
No.
does that not make them a different chronicle?
Oh, fuck.
Oh
Oh no! He's found a loophole!
Bionicles.
Oh no! No, yeah, I would be forced to agree. Yes.
This is Walter White and Dota, by the way. They just make him short. I don't know what that is about.
Oh my god, one of them looks
but
like
that you'd be referring to the different stories because they're slightly different. The movies and
exactly. They're different. They're different chronicles. They're different biological chronicles.
Actually, Burger.
Yeah, they're different Bionicles. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm
I'm a reasonable guy, right? Like, you know me.
Yes.
Come on.
Definitely.
Come on. This is reasonable.
Yes.
Burger, I just want to point out that new top left image with the 6 different Walter Whites. The bottom left one looks like fuck. What's his guy? What's
I'm sorry. Was this Walter White in Dota 2?
Yes. I don't know what the joke is here, but it.
Bottom right.
He's like he looks like a fucking the purple guys in Dota, but he's green for some reason.
No. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, he looks like a Keen, and I'm laughing because he looks like a Keen, and he looks like Gordon Freeman. And there's a joke that Tinker, who is a Keen, is Gordon Freeman because he has some voice lines referencing Morgan Freeman. No, not Morgan. Gordon.
Morgan Freeman.
I meant Gordon Freeman.
Bottom left one looks like Jonathan Banks, and bottom right looks like Matt Walsh.
What?
Bottom
text LMAO.
What can we do? What kind of situations could put Bionicles in? There's just Bionicle Mafia.
No. Do like
Sopranos. Sopranos is Bionicle.
Oh yeah.
Sopranos is
Bionicle Sopranos. I literally cannot understand what you're saying, Sandro, because there's always something happening when you're trying to talk.
Really?
Yeah,
I said to put Toa from Bionicle as Mafia.
I'm not sure that it would recognize Toa specifically.
I mean, when I asked ChatGPT about the Toa, he knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So.
Well, yeah, but that's a different thing than
Sexual,
this.
yeah, he can read the wiki, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he can't read live wiki, but he does have.
It can. It's a bunch of bullshit.
No,
it can.
It cannot read the wiki live. That is
If
literally not how the technology works.
Okay, let me ask you this then. If it can't read the wiki live, okay, why, when I type a certain jailbreak prompt, he can tell me about the most recent patch of Dota when he should not have any idea of what the most recent patch of Dota is?
Well, there's 2 possible reasons. You're lying, or you
not.
somehow introduced more information to the system and asked leading questions. And then it begins to hallucinate. So this is the Sopranos ones. I think they just think that it's like a line.
This is actually they look like neo shifters. Search Google images for neo shifters. It's not. It's
Good lord.
They actually kind of look like neo shifters.
Yeah, but they don't look like. They look like it's like a Sopranos in the musical sense. Yeah.
The
They
second
look like.
image,
Oh my god.
they look a little bit, but the second image you can see where it pulled the exoskeleton from actual pieces.
Mhm.
I mean, ideally, it would do that.
Yeah, but the other ones that don't look like any piece at all that exists.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
hit and
Mega
miss,
Bloks.
dude.
Yeah, this looks like Mega Blocks.
These
Yeah.
are Neo
This
shifters.
is Mega Bloks. I remember having these as a fucking kid. Holy shit.
I
It's
once
just-
someone attempted to gift me this, and I refused.
It's just a shit version of.
But
I bet they don't even have any lore.
They don't. They do actually. They do have lore.
Really? How bad is it?
I don't know the lore.
Bro, you're
Ah.
supposed to Bionicle expert.
Why would I know the lore of Neo Shifters? I love
Bro,
Bionicle.
this is just Bionicle. Like,
You know what I- you know what-
what
yeah,
kind
I
of
know- I know my
what
own-
kind of
I
person
my-
would
I know my
be
own
into
comic
the
book
lore
lore.
of like little action figures made out of plastic? What kind, specifically ones that are about where there's like they are like biomechanical robots? What kind of fucking
Shifters
idiot
are
would
just-
be into the lore of
Hey,
that? Am I
they're
right?
not biomechanical robots. They're just biomechanical. That's the first thing. Second thing, Neo Shifters are robots.
Uh,
well, then you know the lore, then.
No, I just know that one fact. No, that's one thing.
Bro,
that
can
I
you
know.
not tell I'm fucking pulling your leg over here for a fucking bit?
I know. I'm just fucking you because I am an asshole.
I'm having gay sex with you. How do you feel about that? What are we gonna about Paulie Walnuts?
In your mouth.
And damn, that fucking works, dude.
You know what? It
I'll
kinda
pull out
reminds
these
me
nuts in your mouth.
of- Do you remember when they had the Toa that could like fly? Not like
The Mystica,
I think so. Yeah,
the Fantoka.
with
both-
like Neutron and
They both could fly. They could all fly.
yeah.
That was 2009 or 8. I don't quite remember.
That one of I don't know if it was one of the like Makuta or because like one of the
Describe
that's when they
this-
started doing like 3 and 3,
Yeah. That's it.
and one of the evil ones reminds me of that actually.
Oh, is it Liwa? Oh no, I know what it is. It's Gorast. It's Gorast. I'm gonna post the image. Is it her? Look, copy image. It's Gorast probably, right?
The fuck
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah, there you go. It's a Makuta.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's her mass power? I forget.
Wait, that's a she?
Yeah, she's a she.
Damn.
How are you surprised at the gender of any Bionicle?
Bro, like, I completely forgot Bionicles were fucking gendered.
In fairness,
Yeah, but
she's
there's just-
not blue, so it's a pretty.
Hmm.
Yeah, she isn't blue, no. But my favorite is Beetle. Beetle is fucking awesome. He's got the mask of time duplication. He can like summon copies from himself from the past.
Well, that's actually sick.
It's so cool. And like he only summons copies up to a certain point because he doesn't want to infect him with the mutation that he has now. So he only summons mutated copies. He doesn't summon himself from the past because he can infect himself in the past and then be deformed for even longer, and he can change his fate basically with that.
Mm. Hey,
Hello,
Yeah.
cum man.
What? Oh yeah,
Hello.
come on.
The cum man cometh.
The well, I actually have to do some setting up of a projector because I'm gonna watch a film with some people.
Some people, eh?
Yes, wink, wink.
Some people.
Yeah,
yeah.
couple,
Some
Foreigners,
people.
probably.
Huh, Sandro?
couple of girls. What's up?
For people of the probably
they came-
Portuguese
they came-
people.
They are Portuguese and they came to see my Bionicle collection.
Uh-huh. A likely story.
I know, actually, that is a likely story.
I'm
Knowing
not even-
Sandro, that is
I'm not
definitely
even kidding.
something
God
he could
fucking
sell.
damn. God fucking damn. That still kind of fucking hurts, though. I'm gonna get
Why?
myself fucking laid.
What the? Oh,
Anyone can get laid. If you don't get laid, you're an asshole. Honestly.
You say this, but some people,
You have to hurt me.
I'm sorry, man. It's just so easy.
Some people are not assholes, and that's why they.
So the trick is you just start talking about Bionicle, and
yeah. And
that-
No,
they
you just be
get mad.
yourself, man. You just be yourself, honestly. Just be proud in who you are, and people will like that. Not all people, mind you.
This
Okay?
is the kind of shit that just charismatic people get to say.
Mhm.
I literally, I don't think, like, I know what you mean, Sandro, but like that's
But
not
you
how
do
it
this,
works.
Burger. You do this.
But that's
like,
not how this works for people who aren't naturally charismatic, dude.
I am not naturally. I'm autistic. Come on.
That's true, actually.
the
yeah.
autistic race.
I have autism and ADHD, and
The
you think this
cool
comes naturally to
autism.
me? Those are a lot of work put into this, man.
The
I mean, you
autism
can
that
learn
gets
to
you
be
to bang
charismatic.
people.
That's true. Yeah.
You
that's-
can. Yeah.
Burger, it is literally
so
the autism that gets you to bang people.
That makes me wonder. So
I'm dangerous.
have,
I could be the next
you
Hitler
have
for
like
all you know.
chubby chasers. You have chubby chasers, and you have like tranny chasers. Are there like autistic chasers? Like people who
100%,
just
dude.
want to fuck?
Definitely.
God, yeah.
I have a type of girl.
Absolutely,
I have a type
100%
of
for
girl,
sure,
and
bro.
yeah.
Most.
Yeah, they
I'm
just- they
pretty
see-
sure pretty much all of the people I've been with have had like were like a little
Like
on the
they see-
spectrum.
Yeah, they like see that one show with the doi doi surgeon, and they're like, I just want to ride his dick.
Hell yeah, dude.
They see our impersistent eye contact, and they're just like, "Oh my god, I'm so wet right now."
I know
But
this.
now
I know this.
By the way, if you want a trick to look away from people if you feel uncomfortable and you don't want to feel or not be seen as an asshole or like a pussy, look up and above the horizon line. So like where your eye directly looks, if you look away, look above that.
I did
But
that
no, like-
recently. I actually
What's
did
not-
that as
what's
a
not a
last
great way-
Saturday at a Vampire the
Don't
Masquerade
look down.
LARP.
Don't look down. If you have to look away, don't look down. That's autistic.
I did that
Yeah.
as Vampire the Masquerade LARP because
Yeah.
I was playing a ghoul because that's what you do as like a player that's getting introduced to the whole thing, and there was one character I wasn't supposed to look at because she has like the insanity powers of the Malkavians, so I just looked slightly above her.
When I want to cut
Yeah,
off
that's cool.
communication with somebody in person, I just start talking about ultra grim, dark, Lovecraftian sci-fi novels, like I do here.
That's really cool.
That's fine.
That's
That's
base.
fine.
Based.
That's based. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh hey,
Like,
person I'm
like
talking
there's
to,
no
do
point
you
in
know
appearing.
about Latino birds?
Man,
Yeah.
there's no point in appearing like you're someone you're not because you're going to attract the wrong people, and when they get to know the real you, like there's going to be some disconnect there, or like
Fair.
some active
What
dislike.
if the real me is racist?
Then you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, what if the
What do
real
you
me
mean?
is just a fucking massive piece of shit?
Well,
What
then
if
do some self improvement.
I'm just a bad person.
Yeah, what if
Oh, I'm a terrible person. Don't let that stop you.
What would happen if I was just a dick?
On the bright side, at least you know what to work on.
What would
Yeah.
happen if you just woke up one day and you're Nick Mullen?
Oh, that would fucking rule, dude. I would. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
I know.
That's
It
definitely
would be
shit.
fucking amazing.
It would also like he is wealthy. Like he
Who's
has
Nick Mullen again?
serious the Comtown guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Look at this big deal fan art. It looks so cool.
I did want to
excuse me,
say, so-
what is this? Oh, for a second I was like,
that is actually
BT,
fucking-
isn't that like a K-pop group?
No, Bitil. Bitil. His name is Bitil.
Oh,
Looks like
I
a
just
fucking
want to
scarab.
read real quick while I posted this.
Hey, can I
picture.
plug my shit here,
So
Burger?
this is
No.
Sure.
I want to show you guys the main character for my comics.
Two people who were watching.
I'm gonna
so
plug it. I don't
yeah,
care.
yeah. Shout out to the two people watching. I'm
Yeah.
totally here to plug my shit.
Yeah. Also,
I'm
Fox,
gonna
I hope you're on here.
Also,
give
I
me
just
some juicy memes.
I've been trying to say the reason I posted this picture. So this is a portion of a picture of like all the cars are going to be in the 24-hour Le Mans race this weekend.
Ooh.
It's like a super important race. It's
Yeah,
like a big time race in France. And the
Oh,
reason I
yeah.
posted this part of the picture is NASCAR is going to be having a car in the 24-hour Le Mans. And I want you guys to guess which car is the NASCAR.
Oh, that's difficult.
I don't know, man. Some Chevy Chevrolet. I don't know.
Yeah, the one
a
that-
Chevy
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet, dude.
The one,
I don't know what that is.
Oh no,
No,
it's
no,
no. Actually, it's not difficult. Now that I'm looking at it more closely, it's the
Yeah.
blue one that says NASCAR and it sticks out from all the others. Probably,
Yeah.
Oh, it's the picture. Okay,
it's the one that where it says NASCAR on it.
Yeah, I see. The
Oh
only
yeah, I
different
forgot.
car.
I forgot it says NASCAR. I meant by the shape.
No,
All-
yeah.
all
I
the
mean,
Le
that
Mans
would have
cars, yeah, we
probably
get it,
tipped
yeah.
me off as well.
You know what's
Yeah,
different than Bionicle, but slightly better? My comic book. Look at
No.
Ryder. Come on, look, he's the main
His
character.
comic book is
But,
actually unironically good. Like that's as someone who has had like early access to a lot of
Oh,
it, it's
damn.
unironically good.
Oh damn, that's sexy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon.
That
That
seems
actually means a
fucking
lot
neat.
coming from you. Fucking hell.
But
Are
one,
they
one more
also in
funny thing about the NASCAR
The,
is
the
that
name is The
that
Afterman
when it,
Chronicles. So I don't think you can. Good luck polarizing that further. It's already.
Hey, come on,
polarized.
just put a dildo on.
I'm not
it.
going to
That-
reveal the
that's
name of the
fucking-
race because that's subject to change, and we need to put some Easter eggs there.
The
still.
race is Le Mans. That's the one we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's Le Mans, the
But now
24
the
hours.
They are
the
biomechanical,
NASCAR
and they can control the
NASCAR
four states of matter.
the
Let's go.
NASCAR car is like in all the videos where they show it off with the other cars, and the other cars they sound like supercars. You know, they got their certain sounds, and the NASCAR just sounds like "Brrr." Just fucking
Fucking low.
Also, I love it when you started talking about Le Mans. There was like a bit of silence, and then you said it was French, and Posh immediately went, "Oh yeah, of course."
Yes, so now it's like you activate like it's the he looks at the French
You're
and
on
Now
it's
he
just
gives
the
a shit.
collective memory of his people.
Damn,
Just gets plugged
and
into the hive mind.
The Navi like
sent me
Tail.
this.
It's the Navi.
Le Mans is also was also where the worst crash in history ever happened, which caused Switzerland to ban racing
Yes,
altogether in its
I've heard
country.
of that. Yeah,
Yeah, it like killed 70 people.
yeah. What was it? A car literally
A car
just
lost
jumped in the air and just
Crashed
squished
into a
people
crowd.
landing.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was
Yeah.
brutal, man.
lovely.
And the worst part about it was they never canceled the race. The race just kept going while all these people were like on fire and dying.
That, my friend,
Sure.
is commitment.
Yeah.
That's a lot of commitment.
Doing my absolute best not to make a French joke about it.
But then
No,
but then
fucking do it, bro.
in the aftermath, Switzerland, an entirely different country from France, was like, okay, we're
Well,
banning
that's
racing.
debatable. I mean, you know.
No, that's the Belgians.
Any-
The Swiss are different enough.
Are they?
Yeah.
I have to go. I have to go set up this stuff. The people are arriving.
He has to go bang some chicks by exposing Bionicle lore to them.
By the way,
No,
this is
no,
Geralt
you
of
can only do
Rivia
that
as
if
a
I'm here.
NASCAR driver.
I will be back after I am done setting up stuff if people don't arrive. So
Mm.
maybe I'll see you later.
But yeah.
Later.
That's
Also,
actually sick.
That
I've
looks
got
actually.
another-
Cool.
Bubba
I've got another-
Geralt.
All right. Bye bye.
I've got see you. And
Yeah.
I've got another meme for you from courtesy of Fox once again. Fox, you
Yeah,
really need
I
to.
want. Wait, did they show this off unironically or ironically?
No, she just posted this and said like, "Hey, here's something for you." It's like, oh, okay, I'll post it.
I want that shirt. I want
Imagine-
that
Yeah, no,
shirt.
it kind of slays.
Imagine, like, seriously going, like, to get back to the French Navi bit, I feel like that's not entirely played out.
No,
It's just, you know when they connect to the trees, it's like at the end of their braid is just like a cigarette that's constantly burning, and like the pot in the tree is like an ashtray that they connected into.
bruh.
I mean, it's better than knowing that that's technically their dick.
Is,
Oh my god.
is it actually?
Yeah,
I believe that's how
that
they-
is one of the
Oh my
lore.
God.
I mean, that's
And
how they
Wait,
explain-
it gets better. Well, better. Debatable.
More French, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly. But like, so apparently they have to like submit animals that they try and ride. If I remember correctly, I might be wrong here.
Yeah, they have to connect their like nerve penis braid thing to animals to control them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Who
when you
directed
see in that
this?
one.
I 100% there was fan fiction that described this exact scenario.
I mean,
way ahead.
hey,
Oh my
not to
God,
diss on
there
the
was people,
wait. Just don't fucking diss on the fucking porn for Avatar. It's actually pretty good. And the
I
fan
still
fiction.
love that one picture from one of the new movies. I haven't seen the new movies, but just that one picture
No,
of
it's
the
a waste
one
of time.
like because they use like Navi avatars
Yeah.
like from the first movie, but like the one Navi human avatar that just literally looks like a dude from Facebook, but just has a Navi. He's got like the big Facebook shades. He's got his gun. He's wearing fatigues. He's got a buzz cut.
Oh yeah, I know the one you're
Hold
talking
on a
about.
My girlfriend actually
Who-
almost died watching that movie in the cinema. This is. I'm
Oh
not-
yeah, you told us.
Yeah. She like hyperventilated.
LMAO.
Collapsed.
Damn.
Also, and the-
Is
what
she
kind of
okay?
face-
Yeah, she's fine. This was months ago.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna be like, bro, that's kind of fucked up if this was recent.
What kind of
Yeah, what's
Facebook
up,
people
man?
that you know that where they like carry around rifles?
My coworkers.
Yeah, normal,
Normal.
Ireland.
regular people that you would find in the United Kingdom also.
Oh, when you said
Yeah,
Facebook, I thought you meant like Mark Zuckerberg, but with with an AK.
No, I'm talking about literally me logging into Facebook and seeing posts from people I work with.
I gotcha. I
Yeah.
thought you meant like just Silicon Valley vibes.
No, Facebook is getting all fucked up because of
Oh yeah.
because they tried to do the whole VR thing, and then Apple's like, we made the same thing, but it's more expensive, and people love it.
It's just
Nobody
Good lord,
knows.
have you seen the price for the Apple VR headset?
It's like fucking
Yeah,
$3,500.
I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
fuck that shit.
And
Is
and
there
the-
anything
the
interesting about it?
Not
From
really.
the price point and the fact that it looks like garbage? No.
No, I mean like in terms of a reason why someone would want it. Like, is there
They
any...
during the announcement they really focused on like work, and that just made like when they focus so much on doing work and getting work done, and I'm just like, this just makes it all the more depressing because it's like at least when you're working you could like look away and like not see your work. With this thing, it's like your work is you're just immersed in your work.
I want to just really point out that you are saying this as a truck driver.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, what the fuck are you gonna play? Fucking Euro
you
Truck
can
Simulator
just look away
2077?
from the road.
I mean,
Good
at
lord.
least when I'm driving down the road, I can like look at the skyline or look at something that's not driving. Whereas
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I do spreadsheets, and my work got me this AR VR headset, and now I'm just immersed in a sea of spreadsheets. This is my
Mhm.
life, is spreadsheets. You know.
Yeah.
There's also the point that I kind of enjoy my job a little bit.
I mean,
Yeah.
there has
You
to
do.
be something about just fucking seeing the world.
Mm. I mean, yeah, it does sound pretty nice. I mean, I don't think I could ever drive. I'm gonna be honest with you, but at the same time, I do envy like. No, envy is too
freedom.
strong. Too
Yeah,
dumb
I was
word
about
for
to say
me.
that's a bit
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
bit of a strong word there.
Yeah. More like romanticize a bit. Like it's probably fucking depressing as shit sometimes, but like looking at the landscapes and all not and whatnot, like having like a long road trip kind of appeals to me in a sense.
I mean, it's like this last road trip was this last trip out to Seattle was really fucking nice. It's like I planned it so that every time I parked to go to sleep, I was just like either in a forest or in the mountains, and it was just like really nice.
Mm.
Just to
Oh.
just to be able not to not to be in a truck stop, surrounded by other trucks,
Yeah, fair
other
enough.
people. Yeah.
Also, I'm imagining because you said that they're trying to do this VR for work stuff. I'm just
Yeah.
imagining people are doing like working from home and they like VR into the office, but because you can control your avatars, you just like walk in and one of your coworkers is Mickey Mouse, another one's like an anime character.
Oh no, they're not really doing the. They're not doing the whole.
Come
They're not.
on!
They're not really doing the avatar thing. They're
Bro,
like.
that's some bullshit right there.
But they did offer They did offer like an avatar like feature where you literally it just maps your face, and then it's like literally your face on like a 3D skull.
Bro, that's some
That's-
bullshit.
People can definitely take advantage of that and like
Oh,
Probably. Oh, definitely.
imagine furry heads.
even
That.
There's also the creepiest thing about it for me though is that you've seen the pictures, the ad of the woman with the headset on, and you see her eyes through it.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's transparent. That's a display. It's displaying her eyes on the
Why?
front of her to make it to They said a reason, but it was really dumb. It's like what did they say? It's meant to represent like your level of immersion, so that way people don't bother you. Like if it fully displays your eyes, it means that you're willing to talk to people. But if it doesn't, it means like don't talk to me. It's like having your AirPod. It's like God. Shows how much of an Apple freak I am. Having your earbuds in while you're like at the store or something.
I find that really funny.
I
Just like
do that very occasionally when I don't want to. I'm just in there to get one item and I don't want to take him out.
Oh yeah. I do the same thing. I just put in my headphones and that's the key to the world, just to fuck off.
Yeah.
no, but,
No,
okay,
honestly, that's kind of the same for me.
hear me out.
Yeah.
No.
You get your face scan. So it's like scans your face, but you tape a printed out picture of Steve Jobs like over your face. So instead, you look like a really fucked up Steve Jobs
Yes.
in the
Okay.
Apple
Face.
this.
See, I would really like to have this if it was like about $2,000, like at the most $2,000 cheaper,
Yeah.
and it was like gaming. Like my purpose would be like gaming and entertainment. Like it would be awesome. It would be awesome just to like put it on and have it be like, oh, I'm in a movie. I'm like watching a movie theater screen, or I could play like Beat Saber, or I don't want VR for work.
Yeah, but
I mean,
also,
well-
what does it do that like a VR headset that already exists can't do?
Look, I've already said this. Apart from look ugly and the price point and the branding, that's it.
Not a whole lot. Yeah, not a whole lot. It's
I hope it bombs and fails badly.
I
well,
mean,
it's not.
you know,
You already know. You already know it's not, because there's gonna be, there's the Apple fanatics.
Yeah.
Like the very first,
Sadly.
like the first people who bought the $20,000 Apple Watch, and the first people who bought, the iPhone and the Macintosh and all that. Oh yeah, by the way, there was I wasn't incorrect. There was a $20,000 Apple Watch at launch.
Good lord.
that is
Beyond
It had
fucked.
It had a gold case and a gold wristband. That's why. That's why.
we have gone wrong as a civilization at some point.
Since we started,
Yeah.
Burger. Since we started.
Yeah, and what makes it funnier is that it was the very first Apple Watch to be launched, which means it was unsupported within like like 3 years. That's the thing with that. That's the thing with Apple's. Whatever the first generation is, it's going to get unsupported really quick because then Apple figures out gets all the bugs and all the issues worked out, and they just want to leave the first generation behind. Because once they get it down, they'll support like my phone. Like my last phone had like 8 years of support.
Yeah.
From Apple, but it's like the first gen, it was like 2 years. So
it's insane that they just get away with the first generation being beta testers. It's so wild that they just get away with doing that.
Oh yeah, it's the same with like Elon and his tech bros.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
I fucking hate.
Those
just hate the
people
world
probably
sometimes.
feel like they're doing like a service to humanity or some shit.
Yeah, it's like, hey, look,
Yeah.
I was the first supporter and bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at least with the Apple fanboys, it's like, oh, they just want like the latest tech from Apple. Whereas like Elon Musk fanboys, it's like, I bought this Tesla because I support what Elon Musk is doing in the name of freedom of speech and getting humans off this planet. It's like, shut the fuck up.
I need to do the Elon Musk is actually a stupid fucking idiot video at some point. Because I still regularly am reminded of the fact that I did a video where I was like, yeah, Elon Musk is kind of a morally ambiguous character.
Not anymore.
And it's like,
How does it
that-
fucking feel?
No, that's what in Defense of Burger, this is what we call character development.
Elon's mainly.
Yeah,
Would you
that's
call
what I
that
meant.
character
I think
development or
the character really. I
development?
think what really happened is that he just became more public, and everyone was able to see, even me, like, oh, this guy is literally just a moron.
Yeah. Good lord.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me. Not bringing up anything drama related, but have you seen what's been going on with fucking Illuminati? Holy shit!
I do not know who that is, to be entirely honest.
I
with
know
you.
who you're talking about. I initially was like, oh, she's like, because my initial view of it was, and this was like back at the way beginning, it's like, oh, okay, she's an asshole. You know, people are, all kinds of people are assholes. But then, like, more of her former friends started talking,
Yeah.
and it's like, he never did anything like illegal, but it's like,
But
holy
it's like
shit.
epically like sus, you know?
Yeah.
I find it's like you can do illegal shit, and that makes you absolutely ethically like fucked, right?
Now,
And then you can do things that aren't legal, but immediately make you ethically sus. Like, not even like they question your character, but like question your entire mentality and logic. Because, like, holy fucking shit. Also,
well,
Ethically
I
or
think
morally?
the one thing that really kind of the one thing that really the one event that like really was like, oh wow, she is a genuine piece of shit and a horrible person was. She took I forgot the guy's name. It was another popular YouTuber she was friends with. Where on like his Discord server, some guy went on there.
Yeah.
Some guy joined his server and like posted a bunch of CP, and then immediately got banned. And all this happened while the owner of the server, the YouTuber, was asleep. So he didn't even know it happened until he woke up. Yeah, and then she used this as like trying to allege that the dude was a pedo apologist because he didn't because he didn't take care of the situation himself. His mods did. She tried to imply that he was allowing pedos. Or go ahead, Oz. You know way more than me.
Well, I don't necessarily know way more than you, but it's like it's the fact that it did take a bit of time because he didn't start posting CP immediately. He started talking about fucked up shit, then started posting it, and the mods finally got round to it. It was, it was kind of a bit late because it started a whole shit. But the guy was still asleep. Yeah. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah, 'cause
since
it
he
was
didn't
it
take
was like
care
a
of it
European.
personally, like Illuminati thought, like, hey, well, thought, tried to label him as like, pedo apologist and shit. But so the reason I bring this up is because of the recent stuff that's been happening. One of the guys who's been kind of not necessarily indirectly because he's been in other people's videos talking about the subject, but he hasn't made a video himself. I can't remember his name exactly. But so, like, he gets a cease and desist from Illuminati, and she demands an apology off of him. I shit you not.
But he didn't do it. All he's done is.
He didn't. Yeah, no, he didn't make a video himself. It's like he's got other people. He's been in other people's videos talking about the situation.
See, I really hate this because up until this all happened, Illuminati was like the go-to for like not having like a deep debunk or a deep conversation, but just like an introduction to like
MLMs and shit.
MLMs, like far right, corruption, and all that stuff. It was like a good starting place. Was
Yeah.
her videos, but now it's like, oh wow,
you can't
she's
even
just
look
a-
at them.
Yeah,
You can't even look at them without going, she's fucked up. But but the best part is that there are. So this is kind of like in general on YouTube, but like I feel there are a select few kind of YouTubers where every now and again they get in a bit of drama regarding, their character, right? Their kind of logic and their ethics and their morality and that kind of shit. But it kind of dies
Yeah,
down
like-
because they're seen in like a good light throughout. They've got pretty big support within the YouTube community. They're really well liked and all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah, like for example, like Moist Critical. He's like he said some stuff about iDubbbz growing up that was kind of insensitive to people, but
He did
he
apologize.
He did apologize, and people moved on.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily like from him. Like I'm saying is like they keep getting into drama, but it's interspersed with like periods of like calm, right? Where like people forget about the shit that happens, and then it gets brought up again, and more people find out until it reaches a boiling point, and then all of a sudden, fucking bam, straight into fucking cooch.
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's just like mass unsubscribes. People are fucking demonizing them. Every time they get brought up into conversation, it's like every single part of their past has been brought up, and it's like very funny because like there's a video from like her ex-boyfriend that was talking about all the problems that people are talking about now, but that video is 4 years old.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just like,
sometimes people
bro.
are gonna have had the information for a long time.
Yeah, wow. I was about to say, one of the few people who are immune to that, and we don't know how long he's going to be immune to that. It could come, his immunity could come crumbling down. The only person I know that can have bits of drama, like literally every few weeks or every month, and then just have everything calm down is Vosh. He'll go and just say some shit just to rile people up, and then people will freak the fuck out for like a couple days, and then it just goes quiet.
I think the reason that I'm not a drama expert in any stretch of the imagination. I don't find drama particularly interesting, but I do think that what he does is he just makes a statement and has a track record of making statements in good faith, and then he doesn't like engage with the drama at all. And people are so used to people just talking shit about Vorge that they're like, oh, okay, well, fucked a horse. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, he'll say controversial things like, black people can be genocidal racists, and everybody freaks out. But what he's saying is is in good faith, and
it's
true.
Also true. Yeah, it's also like the things that I've been recently watching a lot more of his content, and I don't know if this is a new thing, but he has definitely like most of the things he says. I'm like, yeah, this is an extremely reasonable take that people should be listening to, right?
Yeah.
But there's of course on the internet you're gonna have insane people.
Yeah, and then he says something completely outrageous and obviously satirical, like saying he's an anarcho-Bidenist and support for NATO forever, and it's like people take him seriously, and it's like, do you not see the satire? But yeah. Or he's like, yeah, NATO, yeah, everybody should he'll say shit like, yeah, every country that borders Russia should join NATO, including North Korea. You know?
I think really genuinely, a lot of either a lot of people, they just don't like. I think there's some people who do not understand the concept of like irony, or they're like ideologically opposed to it. Like they don't say things as a bit, or they live in a bubble where you know how there's like there's you say something as a joke. And then people take it seriously because they want to like get you on something and have some sort of leverage over you. Or the other side of this coin, people say something utterly horrific, and then like, oh, but it was just a joke that I called you the N-word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are so like opposed to this that they just refuse to accept the existence of normal individuals who use this kind of stuff in a normal way.
Well, I don't like using the term terminally online, but I just feel like a lot of these people, they may not be terminally online, but their group of friends is so small and their viewpoint on like human interaction is so narrow that they honestly have a lot of trouble figuring out what irony is, what satire is, what like dark humor is. And I'm not talking about dark humor of like calling somebody the N-word. I'm talking about like dark humor and like how it's like a coping mechanism for various groups of people and
just people say there's a difference between dark humor and just calling someone the N-word as an insult.
Yeah,
like that just isn't dark humor especially if you're doing it as an insult. That's not the point of it. Unless it happens in a very specific context. But yeah, that's not like generally speaking. There's not going to be like a joke, and even then people say, "Oh, but it was a joke." But like, yeah, but was it though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a really good like there was an old comedian, an old Jewish comedian, who did a really good example of dark humor, talking about how Jews in New York, despite many of them literally coming to the United States after they literally come.
They bust.
Yeah, after World War II, after World War II, when they got out of the camps, they just started coming.
Yeah.
But no, when they arrived in America, they just started buying German cars. Like, Jews in the United States love German cars, and that was the joke. And that was like the observational humor he was making was, despite being victims of Nazi Germany, their favorite cars are German cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they should be.
I mean, German cars are. I mean, except for BMW, German cars are reliable. They're good. They're good cars.
I really actually do not know anything about cars, so I'm going to trust your judgment on this.
Yeah, BMWs are just. BMW is like really pushing the DLC, the DLC-fication of cars. Like, oh, you want heated seats? That's a $20 monthly subscription.
I think we talked about this at some point. That's absolutely outrageous.
Yeah. Like, oh, if you want more performance out of your car, you gotta pay like an extra $7,000 or something. And if you sell the car, we'll shut it off, and the new owner has to pay another $7,000.
Bro, that's some bullshit.
I'm just waiting for people to like jailbreak their car.
Yeah, dude.
Actually, there's people who do that with their Teslas. There's like a company.
That.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
There's a company in Kansas because the lifespan of the battery pack in a Tesla is about 10 years. If you use the car every day, it's about 10 years. The cost to replace the battery pack if you go through Tesla is $25,000.
Yeah.
So
That's like a new
with
car.
this can
That's just a new car
Yeah.
that isn't a Tesla.
Yeah, basically. So what this company in Kansas did was they took a battery pack and they just looked at what it's made out of, and it's like, oh, it's made out of like 3,000 or like 4,000 laptop batteries, and we can get these high quality ones for super cheap, and they literally like jailbroke the battery pack. So what they do is like, because Tesla put in safeguards to say, oh, you can't modify the battery pack. So what they did was they just jailbroke the battery pack and said, we'll replace the cells. You'll have basically a brand new battery, and we'll do it for $5,000.
I see. Here's the something. Is this then not true? Because I remember many years ago. This was many years ago. Elon Musk saying that all the patents for Tesla batteries were open. That hadn't like he'd patented them, but they were all like open so that anyone could use them and they wouldn't have to pay for it. I remember that may have just been bullshit then.
I do remember him saying that.
He did say that, but from what I understand, it was like you had to go into an agreement with Tesla. Like you basically had to sign an agreement with Tesla that you wouldn't compete directly with Tesla.
So it was ultimately kind of bullshit. Let's be serious.
It was really kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, the only company who took him up on that offer was Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah.
And they just did Mercedes-Benz did like a basically like a white room reverse engineering where they took like one group of people and they had them like analyze and comb over all the patents and everything that Tesla had done, and they took another group of people who they had to vet to make sure they knew absolutely nothing about the Tesla battery packs. And what they had the first group do was look over everything, write down all the features, all the observations they made about like inputs and outputs, all the technical detail that never mentioned any specific components or any of that. And then they sent all those notes over to the second group, and the second group basically made a copy of the battery pack using those notes. So that way, if Tesla came back and tried to sue them, it'd be like, look, our group never even looked at your battery pack. They just looked at these observations and made a battery pack from that.
Bro, that's some wild shit.
This is what happens when you go up against the fucking old school guys.
Yeah. No, they'll do what they can to get around. I mean, in the end, they screwed over a pretty shitty guy and a pretty shitty car company, but still, it's scummy as fuck. But it was legal. They were totally legal to do so.
So actually, but the key thing is that Elon Musk was just talking bullshit, basically. It was just a ploy to get people to sign non-competes.
Yeah,
Apple
to sign
non-competes. Actually, though.
Yeah.
Apple, they do a lot of like, kind of, they'll ask people to come in and show off like a cool little thing that they've built. And then go, oh, by the way, like, can we keep this for the weekend just so we can, like, test it, see if it's good. At the end of the weekend, they'll like reject the thing, and then a week later, mysteriously have an identical product.
Oh, that happens all the time. That happens all the time in tech. Like, you look at a lot of the features Twitter has. Those like a lot of the features Twitter has, used to be like add-ons made by third parties, and then Twitter was like, "Oh, that's a really awesome feature that a lot of people like." Now we have it.
They did that with Minecraft, but it wasn't as scummy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I remember Pistons were originally a mod, and then they were like, hey, can we use this, Mr. Mod Author? And he was like, sure. And then they made their own version of it.
Yeah, same with Valve and like TF2. I think...
oh yeah, no, TF1 was a Quake mod.
Yeah, but also there's like a game mode. I think it's Man vs. Machine was like a third party mod. I think so. It wasn't man versus machine itself. It was the concept of having both teams. It was like PvE with both teams versus the game itself. Yeah, I mean, and that's example because they got permission and they compensated the original creators.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
That's the ethical way of doing it. I mean, it's good. Like, we should be copying each other's shit. There's so much like technological innovation, especially in like the medical field, that isn't happening because of just it's actually illegal to do the good thing. And we stole this idea ourselves, but then we paid mercenaries to enforce it and shoot you in the head if you did it. That's like with
insulin here in the United States. The recipe for insulin it's free.
Yeah.
It's like anybody can make it, but you can't do it here in the States because like Eli Lilly has it like all wound up so that at least until recently they were able to charge insane prices for like something that should be free.
And then people are like, oh yeah, these companies they contribute to the economy. I was thinking recently, like, about the concept of contributing to the economy and how it's, like, such an expectation. And I thought to myself, like, I would really love contributing to the economy if what that did was actually make everyone's lives better. Like, I would love to just be working and somehow I know that in some way that I cannot personally fathom, what I'm doing is making someone's life better. But but then it's like, no, it literally just makes the lives of extremely rich assholes better. That's the only people.
You see that happen here in the States. You see that happen with like the interstate highways, the freeways that go across America, and with the Postal Service. Like those, like the only contributions to the economy I see are really just from the fucking government.
Yeah.
It's like the U.S. Postal Service guarantees that you can send a letter from anywhere in the United States to any other place in the United States for like $1. I forgot what the price of a stamp is, but it's very cheap.
It's really cheap.
Yeah, and the same with the interstate highway, where it's like, we're gonna build this massive highway system that makes it super super easy to move from place to place. And it's supposed to be safe. It was, for the most part, it is pretty safe. But it makes it much easier to move like freight from one part of the country to the other for a very, very for just a little bit of tax money, for just a smidgen of tax money. And it's like neither the U.S. Postal Service or the Interstate Highway are profitable in and of themselves, but they motivate, they contribute to the economy
in measurable ways.
Yeah. And then you have assholes. You have assholes who are like, we need to privatize the Postal Service. We need to, we need to privatize the interstate. And they state it's because they're not profitable. And it's like, that's the point. They're not supposed to be profitable.
Yeah, it's this philosophy that anything good is because it makes money.
Yeah.
It's, I hate it.
It's one of the big drivers of why public transportation sucks here in the States. We used to have really good public transits. I mean, even here where I live in Sioux Falls, we had a really nice, robust trolley system.
Railways are like part of your national mythos as the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the West and the East were connected, was by these gigantic railways. And after World War II, that just all went away because it's like, oh shit, we can't make money off of war anymore. We got, you had like GM and Ford and Chrysler being like, oh fuck, we can't make money building tanks and shit anymore. We gotta do something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just hell. You ever watch the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit? From
I have
Disney?
not, but I know of it. It's the one where they have like there's like toons exist in society, and they're
Yeah,
cartoon characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. The big thing about that whole movie is that L.A. is that there's a group of people in L.A. a dark, seedy group of people in L.A. who want to get rid of the trolley system and replace it with massive superhighways, and and they want to destroy Toontown to build the highways. So that's like the big like plot line of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Toontown a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Oh, that's Toontown's like the neighborhood
They
in
want
LA
to destroy that Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's their goal.
Yeah.
They have to destroy that specific. It's like, damn. There's actually a place here where I live where they have a Black Lotus, the magic card, but we asked them if it was real, and it's not. It's not real. It ain't real. It's not a real Black Lotus.
Damn, that kind of sucks, though.
They have it it sitting in the corner where you think that it might be real, and you can't really examine it from that distance. So maybe it is real, and they just said it isn't real because we asked.
Or they don't want people to like steal it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in it.
There's a character. Who Framed Roger Rabbit was like one of the first movies that like genuinely scared the shit out of me. Like it. There was a. Oh no, Jessica Rabbit. She's fucking hot.
She's absolutely fucking smoking, my guy.
We are talking about a cartoon bunny.
No, Jessica Rabbit is not a cartoon bunny. She's a woman.
No, she's a cartoon woman who's married to Roger Rabbit.
In it.
She's like a person?
Yeah, she's a person.
Bro, you...
I mean, she's a cartoon, but she's a cartoon human.
Okay, I mean, you know.
Well, Roger Rabbit is literally a rabbit.
Speaking of, like, hot and,
Really a white woman moment.
Yeah.
Speaking of hot and, sex appeal, one of the things I wanted to talk about, it is a bit not safe for work. It's not too detailed. Don't worry, Burger.
You can literally talk about like viciously describe skinning someone alive and it's fine.
Remember what I've talked about before on this show.
Talking about shit no one gives a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But really quick, Posh, before you go on, I just want to mention the reason this movie scared the hell out of me is that there's a character in this movie called the Judge, and it's revealed that he presents himself as human, but it is revealed that he's a toon, and the way he reveals that he's a toon is through his eyes. And imagine this animated with his eyes like bugging out and bobbling all around on this human face. It just scared the shit out of me as a kid. Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to go ahead, Posh.
No, shit. Hang on. Right. So the thing I wanted to talk about is specifically, hang on, I need to fucking pause this music. Give me a second. How the fuck do you pause the music in this?
I can't. I obviously cannot play the music.
Shut up. Right. So, no, I was yelling at myself. So, the thing I specifically wanted to talk about is I have been in a bit of a weird mood lately, sexually, and it's specifically I've been looking for like a lot of bisexual porn.
Yes.
Okay.
At first I kind of like tried Pornhub and like Xvideo and all those kind of sites, I will be honest with you. It does not. It just does not get me active at all. It's like I get that porn is highly like what's the word for it? Performative?
Yeah.
Manufactured is
Yeah.
the word. you're looking
Yes, that's the one. Thank you, Chris. So yeah, it's highly manufactured, right? And just looking at it, it's like I don't feel this, it's not, it's fake. It's not, like I get that it's not supposed to be like, very realistic, but at the same time it's just like it's way too over the top in like the plots basically. It's just like it's not something I can see being realistic, and it just turns me off.
Are
So
you
like
saying you didn't like the?
I mean,
the
see,
Wizard of
see,
Oz?
I'm the opposite. I like it when it's more like wacky and
mean,
just absurd.
No, the thing is, I don't mind that when it comes to like one-on-one porn. I like that kind of shit. But for some reason, when it comes to like bisexual, it's just like
When there's
nah.
an ensemble cast.
Yeah.
It needs to feel like an HBO drama. Of course.
Yeah, it needs to be like Orange is New Black.
Definitely, dude.
Fucking god. LMAO. But like, so I'd been turning to like Dojin. Well, first I turned to hentai and just like no, does not exist. Not a fucking concept. Bisexuality. What's fucking that? Apart from like girls on girl action. That's it.
Also, I just want to
Yeah, that's
mention the questionable logic here of this didn't feel real enough, so I went to drawn pictures.
No, but so hang on. Let me explain the process. It's like at first I didn't know what the problem was. It's like I don't know, something's off about me watching like Pornhub, bisexual porn or whatever
Maybe
kind
it's
of
just
site.
internalized biphobia.
Fuck
Hell
you.
yeah, dude.
No, but it was just like I was watching it and I was like I can't. It's like it's not doing shit for me,
Yeah.
And so like the only other recourse is like okay, well I guess I'm gonna have to look up for animated shit because that's the drawn or animated. That's the only thing that could help me get it on, man. Because like I want you know I want to be in that kind of position where I'm like, ah man, I'm getting fucked in my ass by a guy and I am fucking a girl at the same time. It might not feel great, but I want to fucking try it. You know?
You fucking go for it, dude. You try that. That rules.
Just be
And-
yourself.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with this.
if we're kind of talking about sexual things, there's a thing that happens a lot with porn artists or just artists who draw like NSFW stuff. Because here's my gripe is that when I draw regular art and I draw NSFW art, I have like two different sets of characters I use. I have like my characters that are just, they're just in the safe part, and then I have like the dirty like porno characters. And this is like a weird gripe I have with other artists. I never complain about it, but it just kind of weirds me out. Is that they develop their own characters and they draw like porn of them and like hardcore porn and stuff and just all this stuff, and then they'll make like web comics of those same exact characters, like in like having like regular lives. Like there's one dude who draws a character I really like, who ends up she's like a mom with like 4 kids, and it's like he draws comics of her like taking them to school and her like working her job and like reading story time to her kids, and I was like, I came here to watch her get like double penetrated. This is weird.
Show some love to our MILFs.
Yeah. Hey, come on, bro. But
I don't know. It's just kind of.
Doesn't that teach us that sexual degenerates are just normal people? with regular
Yeah.
lives who can love their kids in a
Yeah.
completely not weird way.
But like,
It's weird that I'm weirded out by it. I'll say that.
I do have to kind of say, so like that's the thing, like it was just, the problem was it was way too over the top. But like, okay, back on track. So, me then shifting to like hentai, and it's like bisexuals is like, unless you're looking for yaoi, which there is very fucking few of on the internet for some fucking reason of like yaoi hentai, which I'm just like,
I want to make clear that the reason I'm not interrupting Posh is, yes, because I know what he's talking about, but also I am not entirely sure why I know what he's talking about. I've never seen.
I think you'll get it maybe once I finish the story.
Yes.
I'm not sure. But so like I look at that, it's like I can't even find, like, half the time I can't even find like decent yaoi doujin. So like yaoi hentai doesn't fucking work, and bisexuals do not fucking exist unless it's a fucking girl in hentai. Let's be real.
Let me just say, white women ruined yaoi.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, white women just they ruined dogs, and they've also ruined gay hentai or gay
White
love
women
stories.
ruined gay hentai, dude.
No, white women.
White women, yeah. Well, I mean,
Do you think-
Japanese women as well, probably. Let's be
In
real.
fairness, do you think
Japanese. Oh, go ahead.
the same thing is true with guys and lesbian porn?
Oh,
That's
absolutely fucking
definitely
Oh yes,
true,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
100%.
I mean, not to sound I'd say that pornography in general and the lack of social interaction has really distorted
so
many
fucking
men.
tired of stepbrother porn. I cannot see it.
Yes.
Why is everyone so obsessed with their fucking step siblings, dude?
Oh my god, it's
Oh,
no,
I can't
stepmothers as
stand
well, or
Yes,
stepfathers.
stepmothers. I hate the
Just the
stepmother
stepfamily.
stepfather thing. Yeah, it's like
Good lord.
Do you not see how this is a very problematic power dynamic? That genuinely makes me not want to jack off. Like, I
But
can't.
bro, it is the capitalism of porn that has ruined it.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
Mm.
I would genuinely
That's
argue so,
interesting
because
take.
it's like people notice that it becomes like a niche market. Then that niche market is expanded, and it's like, bro, for some reason it gets popular. I don't know how it got popular, but it's like for some reason it fucking got popular. I think it was because of the memes as well, like, the "Oh, stepbrother, what are you doing?" That kind of shit.
The memes made fun of the fact that how like absurd it all is and how
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, but I think it also helped popularize it because it did kind of expose that shit to some people, and it's like, this kind of something awakens in me,
But why?
I don't
that's
know.
starting to happen. That's starting to happen in the furry community, where large corporations are starting
Oh
to
my
notice the
fucking God.
they're starting to notice the furry community and its potential for
Mm.
They
making
have
money.
a lot of money, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
there's
And so there's like a big like grassroots campaign in the furry community just to make furries as weird as possible and as toxic as possible to corporations,
Yeah.
because they
Based.
don't want companies invading. Like there's like what it started with companies, major corporations starting to sponsor furry conventions.
Oh, so this is why furry conventions are like worse than Chinese tourists. Okay, listen to me. If you work in hotels, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because Chinese tourists are not regular Chinese people. They're like rich Chinese people.
Mm.
And like rich people they're not humans.
Do I do want to say, so you've mentioned furry. So this is going to be interesting because we'll get to the furry part like towards the end of the story, just to kind of spoiler it a bit. But like, so I'm looking at this shit. It's like, fuck, I need to find like something because hentai ain't fucking working or any of the kind of doujin sites because bisexuality. I did manage to find some bisexuality doujins. Most of them are trash. There are very select few that are actually fucking good, if decent at best.
Yeah.
But like, so I'm looking this up. I'm like, okay, fuck it. We're going hentai, Rule 34, that kind of shit. You know, Western porn comics, because that's the only thing.
21, yeah.
Yep. No, not yet. Actually, all I've done so far is Rule 34 or hentai, because I have found some good fucking.
You'll get
shit
you'll
there.
get
I'll
there
get
eventually.
to E2061 or E61, but like, so I get to hentai. It's like, you know what? I'll look up some bisexual porn and shit. It's like, yeah, okay, the regular kind of like humanoid bisexuality stuff is good. It's good. You know, it's like it's there. Okay, it's what I would set to like the bar. It's good. There's some trash. There's some like really good shit, but for the most part, it's good. It's decent. It's kind of what I want. Then I stumble upon some bisexual furry shit, and can I just say, like, I don't necessarily consider myself wholly furry, right? Like, I'm like
famous last words.
I'm gonna say, in honor of Cito, who cannot be with us tonight. You can stop talking at any time, Posh.
Bro, don't interrupt your enemies when they're making a. Bro, I am not ashamed of this shit. Okay, it's like, look, I don't fully consider myself a furry because I'm not wholly into purely furry shit. Like, I'm into a lot of shit, right? So I would not necessarily consider myself just wholly 100% furry. Like, I consider like myself 50% furry, 50%. I don't know. Would you consider it? Yeah, non-furry porn, basically.
Oh, hentai, or yeah.
Yeah, hentai. But so like, I stumble upon this shit, and then I find one god tier fucking comic. Shall I say the name of it? Hang on, give me a second. I need to look this shit up.
Yeah,
I love that we
I
let you cook on this. It's really.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, come on, you're letting me make a mistake, and I'm not fucking feeling ashamed of it. It's like, bro, it fucking happens. Like, come the fuck on. just having a moment, realizing,
while you're looking
I'm ashamed of this.
While you're looking up, did you guys want to know the meaning behind the name E621? It's actually pretty helpful.
Now I no longer know what we're talking about.
I'm just talking about the name, the furry image board called E621. I'm just because it has two meanings. First off, it's a trademark name for monosodium glutamate, MSG. That's one joke. The other is that it states the rules that furries have to follow when going to furry conventions, which means every furry has to sleep 6 hours a day, eat 2 meals a day, and shower at least once a day.
Wow.
Yeah. And the fact that rule has to be made up shows you how bad furry conventions can get.
Yes, I do.
Alright, so, the name of the comic. I am dropping a fucking furry porn bisexual comic. Fuck you.
Please do. This is normal.
Okay, the name is a bit cringe, warning. It is literally called Alpha by James Howard.
Alpha by James Howard. I'm looking this up right now.
There are 5 chapters. 5th one is still under construction, but it is good shit. It starts off as yaoi, but then goes into bisexual. And
he's for top link on Google is yiffer.xyz. The next link is his Patreon, by the way.
All right,
Let's
not bad.
see. Let's
He
take a
also
look at
does
this.
a bit of vor stuff, which I'm not for, really, because, like, no thanks.
Yeah, Vor's not. Oh wait, I know this guy. I mean, I don't know him, but I know of
One of your
him.
buddies.
No, I don't know him, but
Been
yeah,
to
I've
war
definitely
with
seen this guy
man,
around.
dude.
No, this is some pretty good shit.
Yeah, no, I
I
highly
mean, not the
recommend.
Vor stuff, but yeah.
No,
I'm just
No,
imagining that there's like a secret trucker society of just like furries.
Oh, they're definitely furry truck drivers. Absolutely.
But is
No,
there?
like,
Absolutely.
secret society of them.
Do you have like the Illuminati of them?
I was surprised to find out there's like socialist truck drivers. That's what surprised me.
socialists.
I mean, I'm not surprised by this. Fucking Teamsters and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like the overriding culture of like truckers, especially in the United States, is like super conservative, super patriotic, yada yada yada. You know, so it's nice to see like there's like truckers out there who recognize the importance of workers' rights, and not only workers' rights, but the rights of like other people, of like women and trans people and all that stuff.
Damn.
It's really nice to see.
There was a
Cut.
really cool scene in I'm watching this third season of Twin Peaks, and there's a character played by David Duchovny in drag. He plays a trans woman, from like the first or second season in the 90s. And she becomes like a very important figure in the FBI. And the guy who's played by David Lynch himself, he drops a really cool line where he says like, and I also I mean he shouted this because he was always shouting, and I told all those clown agents to fix their hearts or die, which is such a fucking. That's such a baller line to say, I've always been an ally of yours. I've told those clown agents to fix their hearts or die.
Nice, nice.
Ah.
Oh, I think this happened not too long ago, but the creator of Linux, his name is Linus Torvald.
Yeah.
He made a post, I think it was on Linux.org, where they were having like some kind of political discussion, and of course there was like people complaining that some distributions of Linux are like too woke.
What?
Because that's just. Yeah, let me find the quote he made. Apparently there was an argument over like woke and just dumb shit like that. So Linus just replied, basically stating that, you know, he basically just said he's an ally, he's an atheist, you know, he believes in equal rights and equity and all this stuff, and if you have a problem with that, then maybe the Linux community isn't for you.
Yeah.
And it was like, that was really cool to see.
Yeah.
Here's a link to it. Sorry for the Reddit watermark, but
I don't mind Reddit. A lot of people hate Reddit with a passion. We all go on Reddit. Like the people like, oh, Reddit is such a bad place, and then they're on Twitter all day. First of all, and they still go to fucking Reddit. Like Reddit has some of the nicest places on the internet.
I mean, no, I mean it's been a joke for the past couple of years that it used to be how you could go to Google and type in the question and actually get an answer to your question, but nowadays Google's so shit that now you have to type in your question and then Reddit, and then you'll get your real answer.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's true. Reddit is a good service and a good community. Well, it has good communities.
There's parts of Reddit that are like terrible and toxic, but like the more like niche and specific you go, like either they become utterly horrible or they're just the nicest people ever.
Mm.
Oh yeah. yeah, like, no, it's great. You know, Reddit's neither black nor white. It's gray, and a lot of times it's gray in a good way.
It's great.
It's great.
Let me fucking go.
Fucking God, now I'm remembering back to when the Tony the Tiger Twitter account had to temporarily go into protection because all of the very, very thirsty furries replying to every tweet it made.
Oh, Tony the
Oh,
Tiger. Yeah. Oh,
Tony
well.
the Tiger from Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, for some reason my brain had passed that as Attack on Titan, and I was like, "Hang on, what?" Okay, then.
Another good series, but anyway.
Not for porn, I guess. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching the stream. We're past the 90-minute mark. And see you around, guys.